right, looking good. If you're not one of those hair and makeup girls that like spending ages doing your hair and you don't already have one of these, add it to your Christmas list. You'll thank me later. It cuts the time and all the effort of like drying your hair. It's just like brushing your hair, but it's a hair dryer, so it comes out nice and soft and pretty. I'll leave a link below. All right, let's get into it. Coming to you from the floor of an empty apartment today. Very professional. So we have moved from the hotel, have an apartment now, but still like none of our stuff has arrived from Italy. So we only have like our suitcases of clothes. So it's a lot of sitting on the floor, eating on the floor. I'm sick of being on the floor. Can't wait for our stuff to get here. But I do have an on the road vlog for you today. Coco Chanel and I going on a girls trip, but I'll be honest, like I'm not excited about this at all. I'm not looking forward to it. I just want to fast forward to the end when it's over, honestly. So what happened is our car arrived. That's good news. Our car arrived from Italy, but the bad side is it's 3 hours away. So where they drop it off from the overseas moves, it's 3 hours from here in Charleston. And we got this apartment, and 2 days later, my husband was sent away, completely out of contact. You know, the usual deal. It's happened every single time we've moved. So that's nothing unusual. That's kind of our normal. But it left me in this position where now I have to get myself and my dog to Charleston, 3 hours away, and get back here with the car. It sounds easy, right? But it's not that easy in the middle of COVID and being in a new place. We don't know anyone. And then on top of that, you probably notice, like, I don't really do road trips by myself. I do a lot of solo traveling, so that part is easy. I don't do solo driving. And there's very good reasons for that. And I'm going to go into it. I know it's going to be too much detail, but the times when I never give enough detail and never like share the stories, people seem to like give a lot of unsolicited advice and opinions on why it should be different. So the reason I don't like solo road trips or even just driving in places where I don't really know the area that well, I don't like driving any time frame over an hour usually, is because I have this disease called endometriosis, and that will just like flare up with zero notice, and it's incurable. So there's nothing I can like do to get rid of it. But yeah, it gives you no notice, and it goes from 0 to 100. So that's just like very intimidating when it comes to driving, because like if those symptoms come on, you're in the middle of a highway, like what are you gonna do? And it is characterized by like a lot of really severe pain, but I actually find that like the easiest to compartmentalize, I guess. Like I can just sort of ignore that and be like, okay, I'm in pain, and just because you have to get through it so much in daily life. Like you still have to go to work, you still have to like take care of the dog and do your errands and stuff like that. So it's like kind of that's an easy one to shut off. But the other symptoms that come with it make driving really intimidating, and I think it feels dangerous for me, because like you can get this brain fog, I think they call it, but it's just like your brain turns to a cloud and it's hard to stay focused. I feel like my reactions are really slow. I slur my words a lot, take long pauses and like forget what I'm saying. So that happens a lot, which intimidates me if it happens while driving. And then also like just the exhaustion that comes with it is not like being tired when you need a nap. It's like a complete full body exhaustion where every little thing feels like it's a marathon, like even talking and breathing and everything. So those two things really intimidate me. And also just being like in places where like I've had so many times where I've had to just pull over in a parking lot and just take a quick nap just to be able to get through the rest of the drive. And so when you're driving in a new place, you don't know what areas would be good to do that or not. Like that intimidates me, or that unknown. And also just like this is the first time I'm driving in America, or mainland America, you know, so like I haven't even driven around here to get used to it yet, and I'm gonna be on, I guess, a big highway or something, so that's scary. So all in all, this is just like a scary trip that I'm not really looking forward to, but I know it has to be done, right? There's no other way, and this is just a life. And I know everyone else who's you're married to someone in the military, and you usually get left to do the stuff and take care of stuff. So that's just the way it is. So I'm going to take you along. We're turning into a little road trip because none of the Other options were available. I'm not going to go through every option I went through, but this was the best way of doing it. So let's go to Charleston and hopefully not die. I forgot to mention one thing. So stress and food are like big triggers for endometriosis, and with the stress of the move and everything not going, in any way according to plan, not having control of what I can eat, nothing being here to make food and stuff like that, everything is flared up right now. You might be able to tell, like my face, it looks like I've gained like 10 kilos. I haven't, I'm just like puffy. I have to wear this dress because like none of my clothes fit. And it's the worst possible time of the month for this to happen. So all my symptoms are already flared up to the max right now. Talking to this camera is taking a lot of energy. It's very tiring, but I do just try and share this stuff so you guys know, like, if you also have this or a similar disease, like, man, you're not alone. I know what you're going through, and trying to show that we can still achieve things too and like overcome this too. But I would be lying if I said like I was excited to do this or even confident in doing it. I'm really not. I'm very anxious, but we're gonna get it done. Wish me luck. So we made it to Charleston. That was really easy. Amtrak train ride, like 3 hours, really spacious, lots of leg room, just really easy and smooth. And Charleston looks nice from the very brief amount I've seen. So I can't wait to like get out tomorrow and look around. But someone's already like made herself at home. She's just chewing her little treat there. But so I'm here at the Hotel Emmeline. It looks amazing. It's so huge and the staff is so lovely and just the room's awesome. It has a robe, so it's at that higher price point, but like you get that higher price point value, so I like that. But like, tell me I'm not the only one who does this, but the first thing I do when I get into a hotel room is read the book. They give you with all the information and it's always the same: Wi-Fi, emergency, laundry, call this number if you need anything. Always the same, but I still always read it. So that's like the first thing I'm doing, my little ritual. And then I'm pretty hungry because I didn't really eat since lunch, but it's so hard to eat like with Chanel because she's always like pulling at the leash because she wants to investigate everything. So I'll probably just skip it tonight and we'll deal with that tomorrow. But I'm excited to see Charleston tomorrow. Right, so ready for our fun day exploring Charleston. I actually have one errand to run. I just have to mail something for a friend. It was time sensitive. It had to be sent today. So I'm going to go find a UPS store. But I also sold my old GoPro on Instagram and I'm going to mail that as well. Well, since I'm going to the post office anyway. And I'm actually super excited because it's like that GoPro went so many places with me and it's like really cool to be able to pass it off to somebody else, like one of my internet friends. So gotta go do that first, then we're gonna walk around and explore Charleston, see what's around. Pretty casual. We'll just be taking the day as it comes because it'll be based on like how energetic and how annoying Coco wants to be. But right now, she's under the blankets. She hasn't come out this morning. She's like just wanting to stay asleep. She's under here somewhere. Oh, who is that? Who is that? Hold that thought. I got locked in my room, just waiting for maintenance to come and open the door because the deadbolt got stuck. Whippersnapper can't keep up with old mom, hey? Someone's tired. Alright, so my errands ended up taking a lot longer than expected. that's a whole other story. But we've just been walking around all morning. It's actually awesome, such a nice place to walk around. Koga's getting tired, so we're gonna start moving back towards the hotel, and I'll tell you about more of the places later when people aren't watching me walk and talk into a selfie stick. It's just weird. Okay, bye. All right. Oh, great timing. You'll get your $50 later. Just got back from our day out. Stopped at this place. They had frozen strawberry lemonade. It's called the Fudgery. Fudge and Fun. Oh, that's awesome. Got my fun straw in there. Save the turtles. Doesn't really matter. It's in a plastic cup, but I just like the straw. Anyway, this is great. They also had a lot of great fudge in their shop. And then the shop, like 2 stores up from that, this is all in the next street from this hotel, had a sign up front that said world famous pralines. I'm a sucker for anything that says world famous or the best ever, so I didn't even know what a praline was, but I was like, I'll try it. It looks sweet, so it's probably good. She said they were good. I trusted her. All right. Whoa. That is crack. Oh my god. It's like fudgy and nutty. That's so good. I'll finish the rest later. I'll just tell you about our day in Charleston. So we did all our mailing thing. That took like most of the morning. Then we walked down to see the Rainbow Row, which is just like an iconic thing for Charleston. Lots of beautiful colored houses. I didn't take any tours or anything. I was just with Chanel. So these are all things I'm going to Google later. Don't come to me for a history lesson. I don't know. But just some sights to see. I did that. We walked to the pineapple fountain. All along the fountain, there was a couple of other fountains and a pier and a waterfront. So we did this big long walk along the water. Really beautiful. Lots of park areas and bench areas to just chill out. And we walked up to the Battery, which was like just another big park. With lots more, it had a lot of monuments in there as well, and then just a lot of open space to chill out, so all really cool. Nice little walking day. Chanel did not last that long, so that's why I brought her back here so she can just rest, get out of the heat, and kind of just take a nap, and we'll reset for tomorrow. But yeah, just a really beautiful place. Like, I didn't even scratch the surface because like I can't really go into museums with her and or anything like that, so or do any tours, but it looks like a lot of walking tours, a lot of ghost tours, which looks cool, a lot of museums. So I would definitely come back here to like get more in depth of Charleston. But even if you do just want to come and chill out and walk around, it's just such a beautiful place to walk around. I also got one of these baskets from here. So much crafty work, and the lady who was making them, she said this would take her like 3 days to make. So it's like 3 days of handmade love in this, and I love it. It's gonna make a nice little addition probably to my kitchen or something. But yeah, it was just a cool little day shopping and walking and shopping and walking and now drinking frozen lemonade. So tomorrow's my big driving day. Still not looking forward to it, still a little bit nervous about that, but since I had this like fun day just exploring, it kind of took my mind off it for a bit, and now I'll probably just like prep everything, make sure I'm ready to go. It'll be an early start. So make sure I have all my paperwork in order to get my car and just like everything packed and ready. And since Chanel is tired, we might go for an evening walk, but I'll just sort of see how she goes. Also, I love how like every old person wants to tell me how cute Chanel is. It's just adorable. And this is like my impersonation of it. Like kids and old people just love Chanel. But here we go. Oh gosh, you have such a cute dog. I gotta tell my husband. Norman, come over here. What's her name? Coco Chanel. Darling. Norman, come meet Coco Chanel. Okay, like I don't do accents, but like it's so cool how she's such a big hit and people just like gravitate towards her. Of horse-drawn carts going around the town, and they're running tours as well. And based on my eavesdropping, the movie The Patriot with Mel Gibson was filmed here. So that's a little bit of Charleston trivia for you. Oh, squinty because the sun's in my eyes, but waiting for our lift. Today's the day. Let's go get the car and get this done. Right, got the car. It was actually a lot easier than I thought. Also, the hotel, I was noticing in that hotel, like, it had a smell. It was really nice. And they actually have like a signature scent, so I bought one. So I'm gonna associate this drive with a nice smell. Oh, it's so good. So yeah, if you do stay at Emmeline Hotel, get this smell. It's amazing. Coco's eating her treat. All right, that's it. Everyone buckled?
2 hours later.
All right, about halfway in, just stopped at a little rest area here so Coco can go to the toilet and stretch her legs, and I guess I get a break too. It hasn't been as bad as I would have thought. Like, I was really overwhelmed at first and really stressed and intimidated, and I just kept saying in my head, I can do this, I can do anything. I can do this, I can do anything. And I just said it over and over. And then once I got on the highway, it's been pretty easy. It's mostly just like 2 lanes each way highway, so it's been pretty calm. If it was like a 6 lane with overpass on overpass, I would have parked the car, put the hazards on, and just called an Uber and been like, this isn't worth it. But it's been pretty calm. Coco's been well behaved, so yeah, it's going well so far. Much less horrible than I thought. And I haven't eaten anything yet because I'm trying to not trigger any endo symptoms, so it sounds like counterproductive, but it actually works better. So it's keeping that just on the mild level at the moment. But yeah, it's doing okay.
2,000 years later.
I did it. I can't believe I did it. Whoa, that last leg was rough. My endo started kicking in, so probably like the last hour of it felt like 5 hours. I was starting to sort of hunch down. I could feel the pain kicking in and starting to swell. I can just feel my pants getting tighter and started feeling my brain get foggy like right towards the end. So luckily that didn't come earlier because that would have been a big problem. The rest was okay, but yeah, I can't believe I did it. It was so intimidating, and now it's done and I feel good. I feel like confident and accomplished right now. And I know 3 hours drive is like nothing to other people, but for me it was like a big deal because, you know, just with endometriosis it was really intimidating. But I'm glad that that fear and that weakness has now been conquered, so I feel good. All right, I'm starving. I'm gonna go get some food and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Bye from Chanel too. She's tired.